Everybody, my name's Ed. Okay, so we are going to do a movie review. And today's movie is going to be Professor Marston and the Wonder Woman. It is kind of a semi biopic, a movie about the polyamorous relationship between William Marston and his wife and his mistress. Marston was the creator of the Wonder Woman superhero comic book character and the lie detector. The film came out in 2017 and it wasn't a super big hit, but it was pretty interesting. The movie was directed by Angela Robinson and it stars Luke Evans as Marston, Rebecca Hall as his legal wife Elizabeth, and Bella Heathcote as Olivia Byrne, their partner. Angela Robinson is known for directing indie films such as Debs and episodes of TV shows such as The L Word and True Blood and others. Luke Evans has been in the Fast and Furious movies, Pinocchio, Clash of the Titans. Rebecca Hall has acted in movies like The Prestige, Godzilla vs. King Kong, Frost Nixon, and Olivia Byrne has been in projects like Dark Shadows, 50 Shades Darker, Pride and Prejudice, and Zombies. Okay, so the story, the story jumps back and forth through time, mostly taking place in the 30s and 40s. We see how Marston and his wife Elizabeth meet Olive and how he creates Wonder Woman. Marston and his wife teach at a college and they hire Olive to be their assistant, and we see how the three of them slowly fall in love and how they become interested in BDSM and the ups and downs of their love relationship and how it affects their family. Apparently, I guess parts of the Olive Elizabeth side of the relationship are purely speculative. The movie shows how Marston was progressive in his attitudes towards women's rights and feminism, and how society at the time wasn't exactly receptive to his ideas of sexual liberation. We see how that actually hurt his academic career, and ultimately, even after his success with Wonder Woman, it hurt his family for a moment. The movie isn't concerned with the details of history as it could have been. I knew most of the comic book history part of the film, and actually felt there should have been a little bit more of it. You don't even see the name of the first Golden Age Wonder Woman artist in the film. A lot of story takes place during the 30s and 40s, so there was much that could have been done with the morals of the time and contrasting that with the Marston family. To say nothing of how the Marstons lost their teaching jobs during what should have been or would have been the Depression. Then World War II happens, and how the stories of Wonder Woman reflect that. Women got the right to vote in 1920, with the earliest date in the movie is 1928. So you think more could have done? Well, they could have done more with mentioning stuff about women's suffrage and whatnot. I thought the actors were pretty good, though. I liked the way they inhabited their roles and the chemistry they had with each other. We see Marston as a headstrong yet compassionate psychologist. Elizabeth is his smart but somewhat abrasive wife, and Olive is the young engineer who captures both their hearts. As their feelings for each other becomes more obvious, we see them wrestle with their own personal feelings and how they decide they're going to deal with society's opinions. The sexual relationship between the three is handled quite well too. I think it was done with a good deal of maturity and frankness. The BDSM and kink aspects weren't shied away from, but it didn't really seem exploitative. So to wrap it up, while it wasn't great, I believe Professor Marston and Wonder Woman was a decent movie with good acting and good characterizations by Luke Evans, Rebecca Hall, and Bella Heathcote. I like the sets and the period depictions and the overall decent directing by a female director, Angela Robinson. The movie presents alternative sexuality in a mature way and explores adult relationships with the consequences of adult actions in a believable and realistic fashion. I do feel the film could have used more real events, and it could have used more detailed history of conservative social mores and the feminist movements of the time, as well as more comic book history. However, ultimately, it's a nice movie with impact and with sympathetic characters and a decent story structure. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. You guys have a great day. Thanks.